Hey everyone, another knife video here, commentary mainly, a little bit of a review. Haven't had a long time, but I have been using this knife. And what this is probably what appears to be pretty familiar to everyone, is a Benchmade Griptillian, the Mini-Griptillian. Well, what's special about this one? I've already done a video on Griptillian and a Mini-Griptillian. Well, this is a limited run Benchmade Griptillian done by Doug Ritter of Aromatics, or that's who sells it rather. I think he basically designed the blade. But this is again the Doug Ritter blade with M4 steel, CPM M4. It's a limited run. I think there's 250 pieces per the Griptillian and the Mini-Griptillian. So I just got it last week, and I have been carrying it ever since and using it. And I have to say I love this knife. I am a big fan so far. I've been a big fan of the Mini-Griptillians for a while, and I think this is a great little EDC. Somewhat, it's not a hard use knife, but you could use it for more heavy duty tasks. The steel on it is awesome. It has a nice black coating to it. It's a different coating than the normal Benchmade's black coating. It's less of a powdered coating and almost more of a slick coating. The knife came very sharp, very impressively sharp. So I'm going to give you a quick view of the knife. I'm going to switch lenses and give you a more of a macro view. So again, Mini Griptillian, and I'm going to show you to a standard Griptillian that I've had. Okay, it's all in the blade shape. Obviously the green one's has serrations on it. But if you look at the blade shape, it's the Doug Ritter version has more of a belly. It's almost like a 3/4 grind blade. It is a good slicer, and I would say, and I'll go into more detail here, but again, more belly on the Doug Ritter version, but less of a point. The point is not. It's a little bit more blunt than maybe the standard Griptillian. So quick size compare. Before I switch lenses, the top one is the full-size Griptillian. If you've been a long-time viewer, you may know that I'm not a huge fan of the full-size Griptillian, but a larger fan of the Mini-Griptillians. I think it has more to do with the perception of quality. I think the Griptillian, the full-size one, the handle is so big and hollow, it makes it feel like it's not very well made, not durable. And the handle to me is just a little puffy, and it's not easily as carryable, but I think it's a great utility knife. So I don't want to switch the video onto this, but this is the size comparisons. And one more time before I switch lenses, I'm going to give you a couple alternatives to the Mini Griptillian, the Benchmade 707. Is that right? Double check the model number there. Yeah, 707 sequel. So there's that, and one more for a much higher end and not necessarily better, the Strider PT. So back to that's just a little size comparison, give you some ideas around what you can choose for EDC small knives. I'm going to switch lenses and give you a more detailed macro view. Okay, macro view. Again, the more I move the knife, I'm going to have to refocus manually, so just bear with me. It's a common thing with my videos. So again, standard Mini Griptillian scale and handle. It is black. The blade is the only thing different on this. The belly is longer, 3/4 grind basically, and it's still messed up my background there. Let's focus this in. Still less than 3 inches in length. Okay. The width at the kind of highest point is a little over 1 inch. Let me give you an up close. You can see that I have used it already. And you can see that the M4 steel and how they've done it, there's more visible grind lines in the blade. Okay. Oh, camera adjusting here. Okay, so it did come amazingly sharp. Got the Benchmade logo, min-ritter logo, steel type, CPM N4. Again, it's the standard Benchmade axis lock. You can see the thickness of the blade, and out of the box this has been completely smooth. Works great. No blade play or wiggle or anything like that at all. This came with the black pocket clip, and typical of Benchmade pocket clips, it's easily scuffed up and chipped. In fact, I think I pulled it out of the box and it already had a little bit of paint wear on it or wherever it is, but that doesn't bother me too much. It just shows you're using your knives. Again, just a great little knife. So I think I'll end it with that. If you have any questions, dropped it on the floor. Any questions, let me know. You can assume that everything else about the blade is just the same. Sorry, about the knife is just the same as any of the other mini Griptillians. The only difference here is really the blade shape, grind, and the M4 steel. So thanks all. The one thing I left out and want to add is that the point on this is not as pronounced as the normal Griptillian or many other knives. I think it's just the styling of it. You can see it's just a little bit more blunted. You can sharpen that out if needed, but something that I thought that was kind of unique about the knife. I maybe wish it was a little more sharp up front, but again, you can fix that pretty easily. Later.